treacherous travel conditions across the region today.
Some schools which had been open for vulnerable children and those of key workers were forced to close completely. And police have been urging people to heed what is already the national lockdown advice anyway and only make essential journeys. Weather warnings remain in place until tomorrow morning. And as Katie Cole reports, it's been a difficult day for many.
Morning rush hour on the A1 in County Durham. Drivers going nowhere fast, or in some cases, nowhere at all.
I'm walking home instead because my car is literally, I've been on night shifts and my car is snowed in pretty much. There's no way I'm getting home in the car, and I don't want to be caught in this either.
Well, it wasn't too good. We managed to get up here, but just going to go back southbound now.
Help was on hand,
Managed to get up the side,
including from the Highways Agency for this motorist at Boburn. Also held up on the A1, a private ambulance transporting an organ for donation. Fortunately, it was able to get to its destination hospital. A whiteout too in North Yorkshire, where many schools were forced to shut. At Claybank near Stokesley, cars were stranded. Working from home was not an option for everyone, including in Concert, where Chris Kelman had fruit and veg deliveries to do.
It's pretty tough, it's pretty challenging, but we've got the vehicles to get around. I know the streets are going to be difficult, but I'm hopeful that we can get everywhere we need to be. I've seen worse.
And grateful that he can get around are the customers he serves. Jean Coates and her partner have been shielding for almost a year.
It's our lifeline. We eat a lot of fresh fruit and veg, and it's just nice having that contact when you're isolated. Makes all the difference, a contact, somebody coming through. And they're so helpful. They'll deliver any time, anything, because there's no other way we couldn't go out, we couldn't carry it. It makes such a difference.
In Medhamsley, other key workers were battling the elements, delivering essential services in the snow. And for those who were able to get out and exercise today and are lucky enough to live in this part of the region, then it did provide some pretty stunning views. Picture-perfect scenes in weather also being enjoyed by those who've spent the last few days homeschooling.
Yes, she's on her dinner break now. She gets an hour for lunch and then that's it. She's back for the rest of the day. She's not happy about it, but it's nice just an hour break from me as well, just to get outside.
A welcome distraction for those who could stay at home. But for those who couldn't, like drivers on the A19 in Sunderland this afternoon and on the A1 at Sherburn, it's made a tricky time even more difficult. So much of that snow on lower ground has now turned to slush, but it's a different story on higher ground, like up here in the hills of County Durham, where there is still very much a Narnia scene. 4 to 5 inches of snow on the ground. Pretty scenes too when our cameras were out in Gateshead earlier. These aerial shots were taken in Winlayton. Now, we're not expecting any more snow in the north of the region tonight, but there are problems in the south. In North Yorkshire, Birkbrow is closed, and the road, the A169 between Whitby and Pickering, we're told it's snowing heavily there and causing problems for drivers. The problem for us all, though, as we head into tomorrow morning, is when this snow turns to ice. Drivers being warned of treacherous conditions, as in some parts, like in rural, high up areas, temperatures expected to get down to -10.
OK, Katie in County Durham, stay safe and warm. Thank you very much indeed.